What's up guys, how's it going, and welcome to the main channel. Today we have some interesting news and stuff to talk about here, but also a discussion, something that has been coming up pretty recently, not only in my channel but also just in general, a discussion what we've been having about this. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump into it here with today's video. And first of all, without even further ado here, it does look like we get some pretty cool news here. So if you guys didn't know, that Vanillaware celebrated their first anniversary with 13 Sentinels. 13 Sentinels is a game that came out last year. It won a ton of awards, not only in Japan but also in the United States. It did very decently for a game of its size. This game is published by Atlas, so you know this is an Atlas property, and Vanillaware and Atlas has a long history. They've been publishing their games for like over a decade or two, so they definitely have a lot of stuff to talk about pertaining to that game. But anyway, so as far as the news, as I mentioned before, they were celebrating the 25th and 21st anniversary. That's Persona, the first anniversary of this game, and they also revealed that there's gonna be a release for this game on Switch. Now this is also really good news, because this game needs to be played, and then obviously it did good enough to get like a port or something like that. But also we know that Atlas and Sega are looking into publishing more games in multi-platform. They talked about this a few times in interviews, and particularly when it comes to things like the presentations that they do for investors and so on. So they're definitely looking into doing that, and this game is definitely one that merits that, because it is a fantastic game. It definitely can run on Switch, because half of the game is a visual novel style kind of game, which does have not really intensive graphics or anything like that, and the animation, and when it comes to everything like the artwork and everything, is just so beautiful and fantastic. It just really works well. I think this one is gonna be a banger on the Switch. Check it out if you guys can, because this is definitely good news. Now, bigger thing is, the discussion part of this thing is the fact that this is basically going to be one of those instances where Atlas is just doing what needs to be done as far as like multi-platform and re-releasing this game and everything like that. So I do think that this is going forward more of what we've been talking about here on the channel, as far as like getting more games. There's been a lot of rumors about Shin Megami Tensei 5 coming to PC, and that doesn't come from us, but also comes from confirmed sources and leaks and everything as well. There's been a lot of talk about Persona games going multi-platform for a while, and this is just kind of on the same vein of things. You know, this is a smaller game, but this is also a Atlas property. This is a game that is an Atlas game, just like Catherine Full Body that came out on Switch, and Catherine that came out on PC and everything. So it's also that kind of stuff and everything. I definitely think that this is one of those games that deserves it. There's also some like DLC stuff, apparently, the artwork included and that kind of stuff. So that is really cool. Honestly, the game is fantastic. I cannot continue to say how amazing this is. But this is also, again, a good step in the right direction. I want to hear your comments about this, because on the larger sense, or on the larger scale of things, there is, what I will say, a need for these games to come out on PC and on Switch and on PlayStation and everything. And that's just not just this game, but like everything that Atlas does as a whole. And I'm glad seeing that at least Atlas is putting that effort into releasing these games on newer consoles and everything. So this is hoping for more ports. This is hoping that we get more stuff of that sort of stuff, and there's hoping that this continues kind of a trend, basically, right? But the trend is definitely there, even if you don't really want to see it. I've seen some people that don't really want these games to come out on other systems, which is kind of weird, to be honest with you, because these games just deserve it. But I do want to say this: I think all of these games are good to be coming out on multiple platforms, whether it's a Persona game or a Shin Megami Tensei game or whatever. There's no like, unless there's some kind of exclusivity deal, there's no reason not to do that. More people get to play them, and Atlas gets more money out of them, and they get to continue to publish games that they've been doing. So it's a win-win-win kind of situation there. So definitely good luck at Atlas, and I hope that this means that we get more ports. But I want to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. Are you excited for 13 Sentinels? Will you play it if it's the Switch? And more importantly, what games do you want Atlas to port? I mean, there's a large collection, especially of the older games. Anything from like the Famicom era all the way up until now. So there's like multiple generations of consoles with games and everything like that. So there's just a lot of Shin Megami Tensei games, a lot of other Atlas games. There's a ton of other Bannerlore that are games that are also really good. So honestly, this is just good news all around, and I cannot be more excited to see what's coming from here. Thank you so much for watching this, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.